All right, y'all. I'm late, but hey, I'm here. Let's talk about my reflections for 2023. Yes, I'm late. It's a little late in January to be reflecting on the last year that's just passed. But I know for me, if I don't do it, it's always going to hang over me and it's going to just feel unfinished. So I want to reflect on 2023 and the goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the year. I do have a playlist for that if you are interested on reflecting with me. But I wanted to discuss some of the projects that I had in mind for 2023, what got finished, what didn't get finished, and just how I generally felt about the year as we wrap it up and move on to 24. I, first of all, am wearing one of my goals for the year. This is the poncho from Blue Eyed Style that I talked about quite a bit. It took me forever to actually get to making it, but once I started on it, it went by pretty quickly. It's got a lot of holes, so it's really good for if I go into like the grocery store or in a restaurant or somewhere where I'm just kind of like popping in and popping out, because I live in Florida and even in winter it's kind of chilly everywhere we go. But especially in summer, it's hot outside, but it's freezing cold inside in the restaurants and things. So this is nice to just have something that's, I can snuggle up in it and keep me kind of warm, keep the chill away, but not so heavy that I'm dying here in Florida. So I made this out of some merino wool cotton blend. I believe it's cotton or acrylic blend. Hold on, I got it right here. This right here, I got it from Ollies, $3.99 a skein for 100 grams. It's the Karen X Pantone Mushroom Beige. It is 60% acrylic, 20% nylon, and 20% merino wool. So that's what I made this out of. I used 14 out of the 16 skeins, so like 13 and a half. So it was about 1,300 yards of yarn for this poncho. I really enjoyed the pattern. It's essentially two panels that you stitch together on the shoulders and then you add a sleeve. I love the sleeves because like I like the idea of a poncho. Just kind of toss it on. And this one's open here, but what I don't like about ponchos is that when your arms are out, your arms are just exposed and cold. And I'm like, I don't like that part of it, but I don't want a full-on sweater. So adding the sleeves to this poncho made it just right for me. And realistically, if I wanted to make the panels a little smaller and stitch down the side, I could, and it could become an actual sweater, which is an idea that I might entertain if I have time with all the other things that I want to entertain in 2024. But anyway, I will leave the link to this poncho down below in case you're interested in making it. I highly recommend it. It is an easy tutorial to follow, and I would make it again, so that's nice. The next thing I want to reflect on, a goal I didn't quite, I hadn't finished, but the last update I did was making amigurumi. I did quite a bit of amigurumi making for my baby shower, gave them away, little cupcakes. I have done a couple of teddy bears to give away for presents, and I had a good time making those. So I am actually going to try to do more amigurumi making. I think it's kind of one of the big trends in the crochet world right now. Granny squares and amigurumi are big right now. And so I want to see if I can kind of tap into that a little bit. So I enjoyed making amigurumi. And the last thing on my goals that I actually finished was making a graphgan for my Uncle Larry. And it's had the word Navy written in it. That's why it needed to be a graphgan. I've never done a graphgan before. It was the only one I've ever done. And I have other projects I want to tackle right now, so I'm not sure when I'll make another graphgan, but I wasn't completely horrified with it. It was pretty fun to make, and I'm really excited to give it to him. They're supposed to be coming to visit sometime pretty soon, and so I'm excited for him to be able to snuggle in it, take it home, put it on the back of his couch or whatever he wants to put it on, and enjoy it. So I was grateful for the challenge and the fact that I actually completed it. So that was exciting for me. Now, unfinished projects from my goals for 2023. The first one is my Victoria backpack. I did start it with some ribbon yarn from Premier Yarns, and the yarn's great and all that. I just got busy with, you know, having a baby and being a new mom, and got distracted with the other things I wanted to make. And I can't find it. I have things just stashed and put around in my new yarn room here. So I know it's here. I've seen it here. I've considered working on it since we've moved to this house, but I don't know where it is right this minute. I was going to show you guys what I have completed so far, but alas, I'm not sure where it is. But I'll find it and I will work on that. I do want to complete that. I am enjoying the process of making it, and I'm kind of looking forward to learning how to make a little backpack with using my leash, my dog's leash, for the straps where they can be adjusted. I'm kind of excited to learn how to do that. Another project that is incomplete is started but incomplete is a top that I'm making with some yarn that I got in a mystery box from Lion Brand. It's the, hold on, here we go, the Nubu. It's the Nubu yarn. And this was in the color Duck Egg. I have never worked with this kind of yarn, and I don't really enjoy it because it's so slippery. And the only thing I could think to make with this yarn was a top. So I followed a tutorial by Cinnamon Stitches. If I can remember which one it is, I think it's the Autumn Sunset tutorial, but if I can find it, I'll link it below. She does a great job teaching and just kind of making you feel confident. Like, you know, I'm not much of a wearable maker. I really stick more towards like blankets and things like that. But I was like, you know, this is a soft, slick material. And I bought some other yarn to accompany it, so that from KNC, to just try to add to it because I didn't have quite enough to make a full top because I'm a big girl. But anyway, going back to the tutorial, Cinnamon Stitches, she helps you just kind of like be confident that like, hey, I can do that. I can do that, you know? And so oh, maybe this was her crop top that I made longer. Bombshell cropped, I don't know, I'll find it. I'm sorry guys, I'll find it and link it below. But I need to finish this. I don't have that much more to go, and it fits me pretty well. Last time I tried it on anyway. So, you know, I'm excited to get that finished up and just to check it off because it's almost done. So that'll be exciting. And the last thing I want to talk about that I did not complete on my 2023 goals is making a mosaic blanket out of the retro stripes from Red Heart. I love the color of that yarn. I love the way it looks. I see a lot of people doing like squares, like granny squares, or like never ending, you know, from the middle out blankets, and it displays the color changes beautifully. But I think it would be so beautiful with a black yarn where the variegated yarn changes as it goes up the mosaic pattern. Ugh, I think it would be gorgeous, and I just want to make it. So here's hoping that 2024 is the year that yarn gets used, because I have a vision for that yarn and I really want to use it for a mosaic blanket with black. But anyway, so in reflection, 2023 was a big year for me personally, a big year for my channel. I got monetized. Thank you all so much for your support and subscribing and watching my videos. I just can't thank you guys enough for that. I got affiliated with Premier Yarns. I do have an affiliate link with them if you're interested in supporting my channel that way. Just click on my link in the description box and make your purchases. It doesn't cost anything extra for you, and it just kind of helps me out a little bit. So I am just so grateful that I have that opportunity to even support my family a little bit with Premier Yarns. And they have a lot of cool stuff to offer. So if you haven't seen, they have a new neon yarn in their chunky parfait. So all you amigurumi makers, jump on that. I will link that below as well. So don't miss out on that beautiful yarn. 2024 is well on its way. We're halfway through January already. Can't believe it. But those are my reflections on 2023, and upcoming is my goals for 2024. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, no matter what time it is, it's always time for yarn.